Think about March 2020. Varsity has just been, it's starting to get warmer, and summer sports are all on the cards. Nothing feels like it could go wrong because you're surrounded by all your teammates. You've heard about this coronavirus, but it's not going to affect anything in my life, you say.
Unfortunately, this isn't the start of some fairy tale story. It's the reality that we all lived in, and we know what came next. For 40% of adults, the lockdown didn't have a huge impact on their mental health. But for the other 60%, this wasn't the case. Their mental health got worse.
It's very well known that sport and exercise is key to optimising mental health, and the pandemic ruined the chance to kick a ball around with your friends, play a match, even go for a pint after a game.
Roses Unlocked 2021 will be the first time that we see York teams coming together in the most united possible way under Step 2 restrictions. Primarily, Lancaster and York will be fundraising for Lancashire Mind and York Mind respectively. Teams will be able to fundraise for other charities of their choosing, with the guidance that they should look to fundraise for a mental health charity if possible. The big question is why though? Why should we, as sports teams in York, fundraise to help individuals who are struggling with their mental health? It may seem pretty distant, or perhaps to some of you a bit more closer to home, that 6% statistic around a worsening of mental health through the pandemic. So I thought I'd put it to you in York numbers.
There are 67 sports clubs in York. 40 clubs worth of members have had increased negative mental health due to the pandemic. Socially isolated and lonely, without exercise and sport as a form of release, around 2/9 of the individuals who will take part in Roses Unlocked 2021 turn to overeating, undereating, alcohol and substance misuse, and self-harm over the past year.
I hope by now the statistics are eye-catching enough. Not because of how large they are, but because they represent real people. They represent the people that you would train with a few times a week. They represent the people that you would see walking around campus in their Akuma hoodies. They represent your friends. As sport resumes, the effects will dampen, but the long-term damage is done. That is why fundraising for mental health charities this year is important. We can help support our teammates by raising funds for charities like Mind, Student Minds York, Beat, The Hut, and all the other wonderful organisations that exist. This Roses, think about the ways that you can help your teammates and consider donating to a mental health charity.